The Daft Hour, Daft Hour, Daft Hour. The Daft Hour, Daft Hour, Daft Hour.
Hey!
That was the sound of pancake tossing.
Who gives a fuck? Beep, beep. I'm a sheep, mother cluckers. Welcome to the Daft Hour, with me, your host, Brenda, and maybe some meatbags. That song was Beep Beep I'm a Sheep featuring Tom Scar and Black Griffin, but the Owen Griffin is a zero, because he's cool as heck and probably has a big dick.
Anticlimactic, that.
It is.
I thought it was going to start a rave.
No, it is a 1 minute 52 version, or 1 minute 20 version of EastEnders.
I like it.
Theme tune, so I kind of time stretched it. Isn't it horrible?
Did anyone watch the 35th anniversary of EastEnders last week?
No.
It was a beautiful cinematic epic.
Really?
It was beautiful. It was basically a total rip-off of Titanic on the Thames.
Wow.
Basically, we were on a boat, and it crashed, and it sank. But they had all the same scenes where someone's locked in the room, right, and try to open the keys, and Ian Beale dropped the keys and was like, I'm sorry! And you're thinking, is he going to leave and let the person die, or is he going to come back? Oh, I tell you what, it was gripping. It was actually hilarious as well.
So did people die?
Yeah, just one, a little kid.
Oh. No one important then, yeah?
Sharon's kid.
Sharon's kid?
Yeah.
How was Sharon?
How was Sharon?
Welcome to the Daft Hour.
So, we send our prayers and wishes to Sharon.
to Shazza, yeah. Well,
I like this.
Forever in our hearts.
Do you want me to send you it? Listen
Yeah,
to the whistle.
please, I like it.
It's struggling. The whistle, it's just so stretched you can't hear it.
You imagine the spinning, like, upwards camera of
Yeah,
the thing,
being this slow
but
as well.
seeing the whole of London just in ruins.
And Ian Beale.
Obviously, I don't want that to happen, but just
Ian
for the
Beale
programme's
drowning.
sake. Yeah.
No, Ian Beale is the ruiner of London.
He actually grew in size.
Yeah. So Ian Beale's
Like
still
King Kong.
in EastEnders.
And he just, Ian Beale, and he was just
He'd
like
always
King
be
Kong,
nice.
going around destroying the city, and he's still on Big Ben now, just clinging on.
Can you hear that?
Who?
A rum. I might just... A rum, a hum.
Yes,
That's
Yeah,
there's
there's a
slight
little
rum.
Yeah,
A slight rum, right.
Slight rum hum,
Rumble.
tum.
That's interesting. Okay. Welcome to the Daft Hour here on CVFM with me, Bambi, Rashid. No, I've dropped the Rashid on. It's just Bambi.
I don't care.
Yeah, it's me.
Like Madonna. That Bambi.
Oh, I like Madonna
Can you
with garlic sauce.
Do you?
Yeah.
Can you come in one day dressed as Madonna, with the corn boobies?
Yep. I do that every day, mate.
But just 2 ice creams.
Yeah, obviously.
Melting.
And then you're going to eat them, obviously. Yeah.
Nice colours.
My name's Morgan Fantastic.
Good.
Hiya.
Hi, and I'm Jimmy Smithereens.
Oh, hi,
So
Jimmy.
yeah, we're live
yeah.
on 104.5 CVFM. We are also on the live stream today. Hello, live stream.
Hello, live stream.
Not that live.
Yeah.
Via the Facebook.
Favorite method of dying?
Oh, what was that?
Oh.
Sorry. Oh, what did she say?
Hey Jimmy, what's your favorite method of dying?
Oh, lots of ways.
Okay. You didn't meet her, did you? This is Raven.
Oh yeah,
Raven.
she's new.
She's like Brenda's enemy here.
She's got like a nice American accent.
Yeah.
You can call me Raven.
Oh, hi, Raven.
Do you like Raven?
Yeah.
Do you find her attractive?
I like her voice.
Do you want to upgrade my RAM?
I will upgrade your RAM.
Hey, steady on.
Yeah, sorry, it can't help Raven being so sexy.
Wow.
I do like a good solid state hard drive.
You could
Well.
you could ram her with your floppy, couldn't you?
Well, I don't know where to go with that one.
Yeah.
What's the deal with this show? Is it for real? I mean, why do you bother? You know that nobody's listening, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Raven!
Oh,
What are you
it's
playing
true.
at?
She's
No
got
one-
some sass, hasn't she?
Hey, she's all about the sass.
All the ravey pants. Oh, well, that's enough of ravey.
So yeah, we're on the live stream on facebook.com/CVFM
Yep.
and also facebook.com/The Daft Hour.
Yeah. Where are we transmitting from today?
My potential castle.
Your potential castle.
Whoa.
So
Yeah.
how do you have a potential castle?
Because my father is currently doing an Ancestry.com kind of deal. And we found out some facts about where we come from.
Yeah.
We're hoping, well, I'm hoping, he didn't mention it, I'm hoping I'm going to be related to someone like Rich and Famous.
Yeah.
Or
Was
maybe
that
some...
failed 80s rap group?
Yeah, I'm hoping to be related to Rich and Famous. But I have mentioned this before on the show, but my grandfather a few years ago was suffering really bad from dementia.
Oh.
And
Keeping it light.
yeah, I know. Silly,
Although, ironically,
silly mind jokes.
when you were telling me this story earlier, you
I
forgot,
did forget what he had.
the word, yeah.
I forgot what condition he had. Ironic, isn't it?
Well, that's not good.
It's not a good sign. So anyway, yeah, he was convinced that he owned a castle and
yeah.
a hell of a lot of money, and also we fifth in line. Well, I would be now technically fifth in line to the throne. And we, to be honest, we kind of shrugged it off, thinking, bless him, he's got dementia and he's getting a bit delirious. But I've always wondered, what if he was right and he was going, no, I'm not making it up. You've actually got a castle. So,
Unfortunately, it's bouncy.
but so we're doing this Ancestry.com thing at the moment, and I'm
Yeah.
just hoping. I don't know. It could be. I think it's Anik me. I think Anik Castle's mine.
That'd be nice.
I wouldn't
nice.
live in it.
No.
I think it'd be too big, but I throw some parties in there and also host the show.
Is that not where we are, though?
That's what.
That's where we're transmitting from.
Yeah, that's where we're
Your
transmitting
potential
from.
castle.
Oh, that is true.
But
But you
if
can
I do
stay
own
here.
this castle,
Yeah.
I will change its official name to the Daft Castle.
Instead of like open tins of custard.
Yeah.
That you've got to try and get past.
Yeah.
Or something equally wacky.
And instead of royal guards, it'd just be clowns.
And Pat Sharp as the butler.
Oh, shut up.
Actually, the whole house has been remodelled to
Just fun house,
to
isn't
fun
it?
house. Yeah.
Only twins can work there.
Oh well, yeah.
What are they called? Melanie and...
Sue.
It wasn't Melanie and Sue. Oh.
Melanie
Schmelanie.
and Lemony.
If anyone knows the twins' name,
Yes,
call
you
in.
can call in
Twins
on-
listening.
Oh, from Funhouse, sorry.
Yeah, from Funhouse.
Yeah, just to be
You're
clear.
from Funhouse.
Can
Can
all,
please contact
all
me.
twins please call in on 01642 688 104.
All the twins in the world.
Yeah.
Right.
Nah.
Oh, that's 01642 688 104.
Yeah, also, if you want to contact us, you can message on the live stream and I'll read it out.
Oh, hark at me, I can read.
I can read, but I can't write. Don't
No.
push it.
I like to read from the Facebook.
Don't push it. So, Ia,
Here, what?
what's been going on in that?
I'm not sure.
Oh, you know.
Do we not have a segment
No.
where we reveal what we've been doing? That's usually... Right, this is why you shouldn't be given too many things to do, because you're too busy faffing about, not concentrating on this show and the castle and where we're at,
All right.
and you're too busy pretend typing.
01642 688 104.
There you go.
That took you 10 minutes.
It did. It wasn't me, and I realised it isn't. She didn't say "oh." She said
1642.
Did you say it, oh, like OH? Oh.
"oh."
1642.
016 104.
There you go. Thank you,
Oh, Raven.
Raven.
Oh, that's not very nice.
No. Yeah. What have I been up to? Well, we've got a theme for that, haven't
What have you been doing?
we? Yeah. What have you been doing?
Who wants to go first?
You go first.
Okay, I have two things I want to talk about.
Oh, okay. Let's have the first one.
Number one
No, that's number one. Oh, sorry.
is the coronavirus.
Oh.
I know it's a bit like, but there's a genuine scare out there. And it's all people are talking about at the place where I work. And staff members are actively trying to get the place shut down because of coronavirus. But, like, to the point where someone was moaning about the leg earlier and it was all of a sudden coronavirus. And I think every ailment is just being referred to as that. But the more people talk about it, the more I realise, I'm actually starting to get a bit fond of this. Because, simple reason, sorry to interrupt you, Bandy, is basically my immune system's terrible and I know if I'll catch it and die.
But why don't you take some... Oh, sorry, Bambi.
No, you go
I was
ahead.
going to say, why don't you take some vitamin tablets? Just to help you with
Just
your...
in case.
And a bit of, get yourself to Holland and Barrett and get some
Vitamin C.
echinacea as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it is... I wouldn't worry. Honestly, wouldn't worry.
There's apparently a guy in Ingleby Barwick who's got it.
Yeah, and there's also about 50 people in Ingleby Bar who probably currently have a really bad flu that could potentially kill. And we're not worried about that.
Well, I am now you've mentioned it.
Yeah, and there's possibly, like, an axe murderer in Ingleby Bar. I reckon there's 3, to be fair.
Just 3.
Just 3 in Ingleby
Per
Bar.
street.
Per street. And if there's only a street of 3.
And,
So,
and it's airborne, isn't it? So you just need to don't
Don't
get
breathe.
off with everyone.
Don't breathe.
Just don't go out the house.
Don't go out with... Yeah, that's better than what I
So
said, yeah.
basically,
Don't do the other thing.
our warning to you is don't leave the house and don't get off with strangers.
Yeah,
and you'll be fine.
All just come round to our funhouse castle. All wear masks and...
Apparently the masks do nothing.
No, you're right. But it can also help. It's not necessarily to stop you catching it. It's if you've got any sneezes, and to stop you spreading as well.
Oh, I don't care about that.
Well, it's people like you that fuel my fire.
Just going to call you Corona Boy.
Yeah, Corona boy.
I really wouldn't worry about it. It's not
Don't
anywhere
tell me what to
near
do.
as... All right, worry. But it's not going to do you any
Don't
good,
tell me
is it?
to worry.
No, I want you to.
All
That's
right.
my aim in life, is to make you worry now.
You usually do anyway.
Yeah. I am the worry warrior.
So anyway, yeah, I just wanted to talk about that because if I'm not here next week, you know why?
Yeah, you'll have found a bone in your leg.
So this week's episode is sponsored by our sponsors, Coronavirus.
Yep.
What have you been up to? Worried about the coronavirus?
What else have you been up to? You heard the second
There's a
thing.
mysterious van outside my house,
Oh,
and it's been there since Sunday.
they were meant to be covert.
And it's quite frankly annoying me because they've pulled up at like 6 o'clock in the morning and left this van.
Right.
It's a worksman's van. Mm-hmm. It's got nothing to do with anyone around the street, like our neighbours. No one knows. But it's massive and it's causing a lot of problems. No one can get around it on the path.
Right.
The neighbours over the road can't get the car out.
Yeah.
It's also causing obstruction because it's just right in front of our living room, so you can just look out and see this horrible van. So I was very annoyed, so I tried to get my detective cap on.
Oh, good.
And
It
do
looks
some-
very good, that cat.
First things first, right? Detective Morgan.
Yeah.
I phoned the number on the side of the van.
That's really clever.
Good idea, that.
Yeah.
Doesn't exist.
Well, the number doesn't exist.
We used to, it doesn't now.
Oh.
So that's suspicion number one.
All right, give us
And
the
it
num-
also looks like the sticker's been peeled off.
Oh, okay.
Next thing, I walked up to the side
No,
where the
no.
mirror is,
Yeah.
and I looked in, and there's a folder with a bloke's name on it.
What's his name?
I'm not going to reveal that on the radio.
Why? We might. This is an appeal to find the guy who.
Yeah, he's left
Because it might not be him. It might just be someone like has done work for someone.
He might be dead in the back of the van.
Some it might be in the van.
Oh.
Some it might be in the van.
It might be the keys
It
to your
might be
castle.
coronavirus.
It's the keys to your castle, mate.
Maybe.
I'm telling
maybe.
you. Like, do you know?
Or maybe my family have bought me as a hint and say,
Get
"I
out."
bought you that.
Yeah.
Go live in there.
Get in the van.
Get in the van.
and get
Grab
in the
your
sea.
coat and get in the van.
Get in the van. Get in
I've
the sea.
got a knife.
And get out of here.
It's one of my best pulling lines, that. So I found a bloke with the same name
Yeah.
on Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
But there's only one in the area with the same name.
Right.
So I messaged him.
Right, and go, yeah, mate.
And I just said, I sent a picture of the license plate. And I just said, do you know anything about this van? If you do, can you please contact me? No reply.
Detective
The
Morgan.
third thing I did
Yeah.
was, there's a hotel near my house.
Yeah. Did you just go to sleep in there? Didn't have to look at it.
And I just hid there because I'm scared. No, what I did was I called them up and I said to them, "Excuse me, can I speak?" I didn't say "is there." I said, "Can I speak to so and so?" And they said, "Oh, well, I'm not sure if someone with that name is staying here. We'll check the records." There isn't.
Yeah.
So, because my thought was the parking on our street because I don't want to pay the parking fees.
Oh, that darn
So
hotel.
the next step is we'll call the police,
No,
and we have.
Yeah, no, that's because they can check if it's not registered to be on the road anymore. They'll just come and take it away.
Yeah. Well, I
And-
googled the license plate. All it said was it exists.
Yeah.
So that's confirmation for me that,
That-
I'm not going mad and it's not CGI.
Yeah.
So that's
Live
good.
CGI.
Yeah. So basically, we're just waiting for the police to get in touch and see what happens there. We've also mentioned the council. There's other reasons why it's annoying as well, which I won't go into, like in terms of the family. But it's a problem. So my message out there to people: if you've parked a van outside someone's house, that's not your house. Move it. And I'm not necessarily saying just the bloke who's done it to us. All of the people in the world. If you don't own that property, don't park there. It's not fair on the owners.
No.
And I don't drive, but it's not fair. So move your bloody vans, all right?
What colour's the van?
It's like a worksman van, so it's white.
So anyone with a white van in the
Move it.
Middlesbrough area,
Move your van.
and you've left it somewhere,
And if you know
where Morgan lives.
where I live, yeah, I'm not going to say where or the pub where it is, so just in case. But I'm just saying, if you've left a van because I don't know, you've gone on all day or something, I don't know what he's doing.
Hollywood.
Maybe he's in the van.
Maybe he's got the world's biggest sandwich and he's just working his way through it. But obviously, because
Maybe he's a spy. He's listening
No,
in.
exactly. This is what my first initial thought was. But I think he's got the world's biggest sandwich. But obviously, it's not the world's longest because you'd need an extension off the back of the van to make it work. But it's the world's biggest curly sandwich. Do you know, like you get a sausage, Cumberland sausage,
sandwich, yeah.
but it's a Cumberland sandwich.
But why my house?
Oh, come
Oh
on.
no!
big
But,
head.
have you know, like you've got Pokemon Go, where people walk around and like there's certain places where it's a gym or there's
Yeah.
certain monsters. Yours is a sandwich eating spot. It's sandwich Go.
So there's a blip on the map.
Yeah, no. Your house is the blip.
Yeah.
I'll make a nice sandwich.
Yeah. Well, so if you've got a white van outside Morgan's house, just knock on the door and make you a.
I'll make you a sandwich. You
top
don't
up
have to
sandwich.
park there for a week.
So that's what you've been up to. You've been playing detective.
Yeah, I've been stressing over illnesses and vans.
Yeah. Nice
It's been a fun week.
Jimmy, anything as exciting as
Not as exciting, no. I've been gluing heads onto little statues.
okay?
Yeah, I just got given a couple of statues. My brother's moved into a house, and I like rubbish, so I asked him for these headless statues from his garden. And he said, yeah, I'll give you them.
So they were garden ornaments.
Yeah, garden ornaments,
and
yeah.
without heads.
Yeah.
So
but
you're providing
the
them
head.
with-
No, the heads came with them, but they were just off.
Oh, so you've been gluing.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's not like you've took a severed head from something else.
No, I just
human.
I did some attaching with no more nails.
Yeah. Good.
And it works. They've got a bit of a. You can see, but you know it's better than Nowt, isn't it?
Yeah,
you can see where the joint is. There's lots of like white kind of stuff.
So do these now live
Around
in
the
your
neck.
house or your yard?
They're going in my yard, but I just wanted to wait for all the storms, Dennis and all them lot to do
To
one.
gnash off,
So,
yeah.
because I didn't want the heads to blow off and go through my window and nut me. So yeah, I've been doing that and just leave me van places.
Yeah. Oh,
You know where I live.
People can't hear that stare that I just did. It was dead good.
You know where I live as well.
I know, yeah.
Oh, see?
But yeah, that's it. Gluing
So-
heads on statues.
does your street begin with an F?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what?
It's end with this Q.
It's always, they say that, don't they, in detective programmes? It's always someone you know.
Yeah.
So far, there's probably
Remember that
not...
Miss Marple van episode?
Yeah. Yeah, where she went ballistic.
Yeah. Oh, someone's parked a van outside my cottage.
That's it.
And she went, oh, it turned out to be my uncle.
And she threw a typewriter at them.
She did.
Knocked off the head.
Killed them, and then...
Made a statue of
and
their
then
headless
Inspector
bodies.
Morse
Yeah.
came in and inspected her.
And morsed it.
They had a detective Inception episode.
They made love.
And they made love and sandwiches.
I would watch that.
In the van.
Sandwich duvets. Bread duvets.
What have you been doing, eh?
I've been forming my own opinions. I've been imagining how awful it would be if people could read your thoughts. That would be awful. I've been playing Boulder Dash for the first time. Have you ever played that game?
Boulder Dash.
Boulder Dash.
You're making that up.
No.
It's very old. I don't want to sound ageist,
Yes,
but it's an old person's game.
It is an old game,
Okay.
and I really didn't like it because
Surprise.
as someone with a dyslexic brain, it's based on writing down a lot, and I just struggled. I can be really imaginative, but I didn't enjoy.
What is it like? Just writing something down, or
So you're
what
given
you
a
say?
word. You're given a word, and it's spelled out for you, and then you've all got to make up the meaning for it.
Right.
A bit like this show, really.
What's happening?
And then the person who read it out reads them all, and then you all vote on which one you think's the real one.
Right.
And then whoever gets the most votes wins.
I like the sound of it.
It's quite fun, but I just on the very first round I read the word arena wrong and turned it into arena.
Next week,
And
sure.
felt stupid we were going to play Boulder Dash.
No, we're going to play Scrabble.
Oh, that's just not fair.
I thought you just running away from rocks or something. That'd be weird, wouldn't it? It'd be bold.
Or a spelling bee.
A spelling bee. It's a very clever bee. I much prefer the boo.
Oh, that's reminded me.
Hey.
That's reminded me of something I was
Couple
going
of
to talk
seconds.
about. Sorry, can I
What?
borrow your pen just a second?
All right. Yeah.
Oh, crikey, it's all about you and your...
No, sorry.
Remember, yeah.
Do you want to know what else I've been up to?
No, not really.
Yeah, go on then.
Okay. I've been considering a night class in electronics.
Oh.
I've been listening to Spotify suggestions, and it's good. They know what I
They know
like.
what you want,
It's
yeah.
clever, isn't it?
Hey,
Because obviously there's people like the same things and blah, 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 and they suggest it. I've been wishing I paid more attention.
Oh.
Just in life in general.
In general.
I've been trying to avoid the real news. I've been enjoying picking. I've been remembering when you were a kid and you enjoyed picking scabs.
Oh, yeah.
I still
Okay,
do.
that now.
But it doesn't happen so often. I don't fall on my
And
knees.
not even my own sometimes.
Oh, that makes me want to
dear.
go.
I've been garden
If you've got any
jumping.
scabs wanting picking.
Been garden jumping. Do you know when you jump through people's
know that.
gardens? Yeah.
Was it similar to Simon Pegg in
yeah. Not more
Dawn
like
the Dead, where you just
not more like
fall
just
through
made,
the
yeah.
fence?
It can be called fence jumping if they've got fences as well.
And last thing I've done is I let my iPad decide the next sentence starting now, with a tiny, tiny little bit more on my phone than my own computer or app for a while. So do you know when you
What?
start typing something on your iPad or your phone or whatever?
That's what's come up.
And you just press the middle button on the suggested next word. That's the sentence it came up with. So with the tiny, tiny little bit more on my phone than my own computer or the app for a while.
So that means you talk about that stuff a lot.
So computers possibly, but app I've never really...
And also tiny, tiny, tiny.
tiny, 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 tiny,
I need to get that checked out.
tiny. So that's what I've been up to. Yeah.
Yeah!
Oh, there's that
Ian, what have you been doing?
man. So what have you been up to? What have you been doing?
It's quite aggressive, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
It is very
I wouldn't want to
aggressive.
tell him. Don't tell you. Don't want to. I'm scared.
Oh, dear.
Oh.
That was Paramore with Ain't It Fun.
Cheers.
This is the most bluntest song announcement.
So, whilst we were off air,
Yeah.
you tried that thing with your phone.
I did, yeah.
And the texty thing.
The
So you
texty.
started with the first word.
The
which
first
was-
word that came up.
Now, did you not type a word first, or was there already one
No,
suggested?
it just
you
comes-
just rolled with it.
It just
entirely.
comes up on your text messages.
Ah.
So I just kept pressing the middle bar, the first word that came up, till I got a sentence. And this is what it said. It said, "I don't know if you have any idea what you want to do, or do you want to do it?" Ha ha.
Makes sense to me.
You know, it reads
It's
well,
not,
doesn't
but
it?
yes, it sounds like something I've got a few before, I think.
It sounds like something I would probably talk about when I've had a few babies.
No idea if you want to do
I
it.
don't know if I want to do it, you. I don't. Ha ha. Oh, sorry, I pumped.
What kind of comments have you been getting, you?
Say again.
You've been getting comments and stuff.
Yeah, it says, have you
LOL.
Have you pumped? It stinks.
Knew it.
No, so yeah, a couple of people have messaged. Alison Asprey says he is at it again.
Whom's that? What?
A friend I work with.
Okay.
It must have been something I said. He's at it again.
Is it? Oh, is it the?
Oh, that's it.
van
It
driver?
said Morgan Reed. Ha 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 ha. So mocking the fact that I can't read.
Oh, right. Very right.
Asked Morgan what he would do if he knew he was going to die. Okay, so this was a question that was posed to me at work today by one of the kids, and they were talking about what would you do if you knew you were going to die. It was very morbid.
Like soon, because everyone
Yeah,
knows
like you
that
had 24
you're gonna die
hours.
soon. Oh, okay, right. Okay.
And I said I'd want to get in either the paper or the news. So I think I'd just run around town naked and try and make a bit of a scene, really, and be as silly as possible, because I want to leave a legacy, a very naked,
A lewd legacy.
a lewd legacy. Yeah, and then Leanne has messaged, new place to go sandwiching.
Yes, very important that we need new places to go sandwiching.
Thank you very much for commenting. So please keep chatting away. So I'll ask that question to you guys that Alison's posed.
Yeah.
What would you do if you knew you only had 24 hours to live?
With 24 hours. With 24 hours, I would buy... No, I would steal... No, I would...
We've already wasted a few minutes.
I
of
would
this 24
rent... I would rent a countdown clock, the full-size countdown clock, but set it to 24 hours.
and just sit and watch.
Just sit and watch it. But I'd want to do, yeah, but do you know, like I got the EastEnders theme tune, Slow Down. I'd want the countdown, slow down to 24 hours.
24 hours of
That'd
countdown.
be awful, wouldn't it?
Well.
I wouldn't do that at all.
It's a nice way to go.
Nah, I'd probably do. I'd just get hammered and take.
Yeah, I did mention that one as well.
And take substances that I've not had before.
Like Lucasade.
Like Lucasade, yeah. Gravy. I'd have fizzy gravy. I'd get someone with one of those soda streams and fizz things that you shouldn't fizz.
Get people to shot OXO cubes in your mouth.
Yeah, or OXO me. Bisto, and all that kind of stuff. That's what I would do. But I would definitely fizz up gravy, fizzy gravy. I did fizzy milk once. That was awful.
It just sounds awful.
It is,
why
isn't
you
it?
would think that would be a good idea.
No, I didn't. Cavizzo.
I remember Cavizzo.
Yeah, but that exists now.
Oh, no.
No, I think it's Nescafe. Other coffee brands don't care. They made one. It's not actually fizzy, but it has bubbles in it, but it's not fizzy. It's, I don't know. It's not fizzy bubbles. I don't know how that works. But it exists. Cafizzo.
What would you do if you had 24 hours?
I'd probably just go see my family, to be honest.
Oh, what a sensible
I wouldn't.
answer.
I'd just go for a couple with my mum and then go out on the night with my friends. Simple as that.
Yeah, would you go to your usual pub and...
Yeah, probably.
I reckon you'd write your own eulogy, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I wouldn't. It'd be awful, but I don't think I'd panic as much as I'd probably think I would. I'd probably be like, oh, never mind. Do you know what I mean? I think he'd be like, oh, well, whatever.
I
and
once
just go have a laugh.
thought I was dying. I genuinely thought I was dying once, and I was on my way to hospital, and I thought I was going to die. And you know what? I was fine with it.
Were you having a fat panic?
I was having a fat panic. I was absolutely fine with it. It was really weird. There was not as much as I thought.
What was it? A panic attack?
I don't to this day know, but probably was.
What did you think? It was?
I genuinely felt that I was going to die, like my heart was going to stop, and I was going to pass out. But yeah, but I was honestly just like, now what I can do about it? Like, if it is, it is.
I think it's the best way to be, isn't it?
To be honest, I think like when you're in that moment, you can't. Really, you're just thinking of that, and then panic. Yeah, I've had a panic attack to the point where I thought I was having a heart attack as well.
Well, this is the thing. I've seen panic attacks and I've seen anxiety attacks on other people, and this definitely felt different. But that's what everyone assumes when this happens. So it was never.
But when you got there, did they just say you're fine?
They said I had the. What do you call it? The echo thingy, and they were like.
Well, after a panic attack, you can feel weak for days, can't you?
Yeah.
And stuff like that. I had an anxiety attack at work the other week.
Yeah.
Oh. I was like this. doing some interviews, and I was just.
Oh,
this is a very
know,
daft conversation, isn't it? Let's stop talking about health issues.
Talking about panic attacks.
Thanks for that question.
Thanks for that.
who was that?
Alison.
Oh, Alison.
Thanks for that question.
Ringing
down.
To be fair, I just started the show with the coronavirus stuff.
I know,
Welcome to the Morbid Hour.
With Morg, fantastic.
With Morg, fantastic.
Oh, dear.
Your vampire name.
So,
Ha Grey Fat Panic.
What?
Fat Panic.
What? Can Revan say that again?
Listen.
Ha Grey Fat Panic.
What happened there, as she was trying to speak, she turned French and put an accent on the second A in ha.
Hey, gosh.
So it was meant to be ha ha, Fat Panic.
Ravi.
But she
Just
Frenched up.
Ha ha Fat Panic.
There you go.
There you go.
Great stuff.
Oh yeah. How we going? There's a theme tune with "How you gonna die? How you gonna die?"
Of the week.
I want to be something. How are you going to die of the week? That new segment.
Ailments.
I really want like something silly, like like in a Acme cartoon.
Oh yeah.
With like an anvil off a building.
I can arrange that for you.
We'll
Ha
wait.
the week.
Another 20 year.
No, a bit longer.
25.
No, that's still
No,
quite
mate.
young.
48.
48. I don't want to be 40.
No, 48 years. Then I'll kill you.
I can't do quick math.
Quick math.
Early 80s. There you go.
Sponsored
Early
by
Fat Panic.
Fat Panic
At the disco.
at the disco.
80s.
Should we do the news?
Yeah.
That's really overweight.
We are.
Morgan Fantastic's news.
Pancake breaks new world record. A new Bond song has peculiar title and singer.
Ooh. British scientists have discovered new solar system that smells of bacon and baby wipes. Supreme Leader Boris has outlawed red-rimmed glasses.
Man trapped freed. Boy sues Fagin for telling him to pick a pocket or two.
Oh, right. Okay. That's the news, isn't it?
It's all the news.
When I was reading my news seagulls.
Seagulls.
When I was reading my news headlines,
New headline.
I looked at it, and instead of saying new Bond song, it says a new Bong song.
New Bong
So
song.
new Bong song is peculiar title and singer.
So who's got the information on that one?
I'm going to throw that off to Bambi.
So the new Bong song, it's a song where...
James Bond.
James Bong. It's James Bong, international stoner. Works for MF High.
Hey!
And it's the new film is coming out at the end of the... Oh, is it the summer? Is it going to be a summer blockbuster? I think. Is it April? So James Bong, Live and Let High, or something, again, High. New theme tune, sang by an unusual person who isn't actually a person. It is a irregular rectangle.
What?
Sang the song, an irregular rectangle sang the song. That's how unusual it is. It's an artist formerly known as Square Pusher, but has slightly changed and is now an irregular rectangle. Has created an electronic song that sounds well weird for the new James Bond movie.
And it's got no lyrics or anything. It's just
No
like
lyrics.
guitar,
It's
right?
just lots of weird shapes in the form of noise. A bit like a Schoolhouse track when I've left the building
I
and
thought-
it's just up to Elvis.
Yeah, I thought it was. I heard a rumor it was actually a sequel to Fong song.
The Fong song.
Yeah,
Fong
but
song.
It was bong ba bong bong bong. Yeah. It was very unoriginal, but
Yeah.
that's music biz.
That is
Live and
music
let Bong,
biz.
yeah.
Okay, so that was that news headline. What was your next tune?
Pancake breaks new world record. I'm going to throw this off to Jimmy.
Ooh, I love pancakes. Me. It's a new world record, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm here with the details.
What was the
basically,
world record? What
The world
happened?
record. Well, funny you should ask. Basically, what's happened is that someone made a big giant pancake, obviously. But it wasn't as giant as you'd imagine. It was just really thick.
So more of an American style.
Exactly, yeah.
Fluffy.
Fluffy-ish, but it wasn't cooked very much in the middle.
Ooh.
So they've won an award for the most food poisoning they could give people because people have just been eating batter. But I had a nice little canny taste, and I can tell you now, it's gorgeous. It's very nice.
The cooked bits were gorgeous.
The cooked bits we've got and the batter, because I quite like just uncooked batter.
You're
It's
weird.
nice, with a bit of gwish on it.
Oh, a bit of what on it?
Gwish.
Gwish?
Yeah,
What's
gwish.
What's gwish?
Just gwishy stuff.
Oh, gwishy. I thought that was a topping, sorry.
Oh, no.
Did you have any toppings on your
Yes.
your gwishy batter?
Yes, there was strawberries and crisps.
Oh, do you know what?
Yeah.
I would go for that. I would have
you?
that. Yeah, I'd try it.
Strawberries and crisps.
Why not?
Not why.
Yeah, but what flavour crisps then?
Jalapeno.
Jalapeno. Oh, mate.
Jalapeno crisps on
That's
pancake.
just ridiculous.
I know. Well, I didn't make the pancake. I just partook in the eating of it.
Yeah.
But yeah. So they've won an award for the most ill people. So yeah. Shame on that cook. There you go.
That's that headline.
Yeah.
Okay. British scientists have discovered a new solar system that smells of bacon and baby wipes. So yes, Morgan, can you fill in?
Basically,
with that one?
there's a new solar system
Yeah,
that's been discovered by NASA that smells of bacon and baby white.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Where has it been discovered?
Huh?
Where has it been
In the
discovered?
sky?
Oh, yeah, but, okay. Oh, sorry. I suppose the question on everyone's lips is,
Can I get a taste?
how?
Yeah. How?
How did they find it?
How did they find it?
Yeah.
Well,
In the sky,
basically, so I'll tell the story in more detail. I was just being a bit silly there.
okay.
I'm being a bit silly because I'm just showing off for all the listeners. Yeah, that people, they're just all looking like that. So basically, so NASA were looking through the big telescope that they have.
Yeah.
It had curves like that, you see, like an
Curvy
upside down trunk. So it goes straight out and it curves straight up. And funnily enough, they've never looked in this direction before, because what they usually do is the telescopes are usually straight.
Yeah.
So they just look straight out like that, and then they move around.
Yeah, but this one's curved.
Well, this one's curved and it goes up. They've
Right.
never looked up. They've never laid back and looked up that way.
You'd think they would.
You'd think they would get.
silly NASA.
You'd think they'd get a 360 view of what's going on, you know, because
Silly
the sky's going around. But no, they've been misinformed this whole time. So this new.
It's called Nelly.
Yeah, it's the Nelly telescope.
The Nelloscope.
The Nelloscope, yeah. So the Nelly telescope, they're looking through it and it points upwards. And what it actually did was it just brought out loads of new stars, planets, and basically a new galaxy that they never knew was there.
That
sniff the sky. though.
Because it points upwards, it kind of runs like a chimney.
and smells fall down chimney.
Oh,
It
yes.
smells are coming down.
That is true.
Yeah?
It's happened to me.
What's
It's
that
an elephant's trunk, isn't
And
it?
it's
So
an
a
elephant's
sniffly.
a sniffly device.
have
Right.
good sniff devices, don't
They
it?
well
So
do, yeah.
basically, all the smells were coming in. They were like, right, what does this galaxy smell of? And they went, oh, it's bacon and baby wipes. Funnily enough, they finally discovered what this solar system smells of.
Onions.
Onions and, yeah.
Salt.
No.
Just
Sugar.
Onions and, yeah.
onions and yeah.
Onions in agreement.
Onions in agreement, yeah. And also poo.
I knew it.
Yeah. So they've named the solar system.
Yeah, they've named it. What have they named it?
They've called it the similar to like ours is called the Milky Way.
Yeah.
They've called that the Twix.
The Twix, yeah. No, that's it, because obviously, as we know, space is sponsored by Mars
Yeah.
Incorporated.
So that was true. All that.
I'd love it if this was news night and we're trying to struggling to inform the viewers what's going on.
So that's the
So we've got a new virus called what's it called? Give me some ideas. Give some. Rick, what are you drinking there? Coronavirus. And
have you got another one there, Bambi?
Yeah, that was Supreme Leader Boris has outlawed red-rimmed glasses. Can you fill us in on that one?
Yeah, well, apparently, Supreme Leader Boris has taken quite a bit of a disliking to red-rimmed glasses because it reminds him of those strawberry laces he used to eat when he was little.
Yes.
And wasn't as... Oh, I was going to say something awful there. Wasn't as not very nice as he is now.
He wasn't. He was nicer then.
Yeah.
Then, right, yeah.
Yeah, it was a double negative, that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Never mind.
And he is.
But he is a double negative. But anyway, it's his advisor who's advised him to get rid of all these glasses. That's why
advisor Flip.
there is now no shadow cabinet.
No.
There's no shadow cabinet. There's just mannequins with blue glasses.
Blue glasses, yeah. So there's no opposition, just mannequins with blue glasses as the shadow cabinet.
And there's Jeremy Corbyn, who's literally just a bin, and people can't believe it. It's like, oh, Corbyn.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Yeah.
So we've been filled this whole time.
We've been filled. Well, no, but he's just been replaced. So basically, it's just Boris.
So like cutbacks.
This is the guy we're talking about, isn't it? Boris is the one I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Prime
Boris,
Minister. Just checking. Just my sources weren't totally sure. Looking at my notes. So basically it's just him in a big room shouting at himself.
And throwing empty banana skins into
and not having glasses that are red, because
Corbyn.
have them on and he'll
think strawberry laces.
He'll kick off.
He'll eat your eyes.
He will.
Yeah.
With a nice Dr.
True.
Pepper.
It's what we yours.
They were freed. Man trapped freed.
Yeah.
So we'll go with you, Bambi, for that.
Oh yeah, so the man who was trapped has has been freed. Now,
I tell you what
the dots mean.
I'm glad because I was on the edge of my seat there.
The man was Pac-Man, and the dots were the things he used to gobble up.
Excellent.
And he goes round the maze and tries to get to the next level, but the ghosts can sometimes get him because those ghosts live in the castle that you're going to inherit.
The Daft Castle.
The Daft Castle. So the Pac-Man has gobbled all of the dots, ecstasy tablets, and has found himself in a higher state of consciousness, completed his game, by game we mean life, and completed means dead, and he's free from that hell. So Pac-Man is dead. I hope you're all happy. And he's now free to not be controlled by your big fat thumbs.
Oh,
that's the news.
That's
headline.
some good news. Well done.
Thank you.
Well done. I'm glad that truth was out.
Yeah.
And boy sues Fagin, the character, for telling him to constantly pick a pocket or two. He doesn't want to, but he says you have to. You've got to.
Basically, a boy has sued
Fagin.
Is Fagin real?
Fagin.
Fagin?
No, Fagin. That's how it's said, spelled. Not Fagin. Fagin.
It's Fagin.
It's Fagin.
I should know.
If you don't shut up, I'll fade you out.
Yeah. So why is the boy sued him?
Go on, give us the news.
So basically, he's so a boy sued Fagin for constantly telling him to pick a pocket or two.
Yeah.
And
he doesn't say you might want to do that. He says you have to.
You have to.
You've got to pick a pocket or two.
And he was basically saying, like, if you want to be in my gang,
I can't do that.
Yeah. And the reason he was doing that is basically Fagin didn't realise that most of his gang have actually grown up and left, and he didn't realise that he.
Clown out there.
I think the clown car's just pulled up.
Streamers and
Ooga.
So basically, Fagin realised he didn't really have any kids in his gang anymore, so he needed to get some new ones.
You got to have kids in your gang.
But in this day and age, like, times are a bit better, so more people have money and like have better lives, basically. So not many kids want to pick a pocket anymore.
Yeah.
You know, they've got real jobs now. You know, like to deliver papers,
deliver food, deliver babies.
I've heard that.
Deliver
There's
room.
nothing in pockets that they'd want to pick.
Well, it was mainly like they don't need to be in his gang anymore.
Yeah.
And instead of just asking him and putting a job offer, does anyone want to be in my gang?
Yeah.
You know, put it in on Indeed, job opening,
Yep.
pickpocketer. He's actually just been going around at kids and go, right, quite forcefully, saying, you've got to pick a pocket or two. And they're like, well, I don't want to, Fagin.
But now apparently he's lost this case, Morgan.
Well,
That's true, isn't it?
He's lost the case.
So
The boy.
What does he know, Fagin? So what? He's now had to say something else to them, hasn't he?
Yeah, he says...
Yeah, what's his new catchphrase?
Will you pick a pocket or two? Yes.
It's an open.
He's got to post it more as a question, really,
Yeah.
because if he's just demanding it, it's a bit coming off a bit too strong and a bit aggressive. But if he's posing a question, it gives them the opportunity to make a decision if they want to be a pickpocket or they want to go and do something else with their lives.
Like maths.
Yeah, could be math.
You can say no.
That was the news.
You can say no.
Morgan Fantastic News.
Well done, everyone.
That was some news.
That was some news.
That was not improvised.
What song would you like?
Huh?
What song would you like?
All of them.
All of them.
Every single one.
Every single one.
Can I get 6s to 9s?
You can. Maybe.
I'm
pushing the
7 and
buttons.
8s.
No, you can't. Okay, pick
Why?
another one. Because it's not going to play.
Why not?
I don't know.
But I picked it.
That's him smashing the
And
brace
it played.
Well, listen to it later. Oh well, don't listen to it now. Listen to it later.
What was that?
I have no idea. What was it?
Oh, actually, I do. It was the Daft Hour werewolf. See?
He waits. That's what he does. And I'll tell you what. Tick, follow, talk, follow, tick, follow, talk, follow, tick, follow, talk, follow, tick, follow, talk, follow, tick, follow, talk. And he missed the bus because he was at the wrong stop. Silly sausage. Check your bus times.
I'm the type of guy that likes to drink a nice cup of joe in the morning. What better way to drink my coffee than carbonated? That's why I drink New Cafizzo. What better way to begin your day than with a nice cup of Cafizzo? Pardon me, sorry. Did I ruin that? New Kellogg's Windy Pops, the cereal that makes you slop, caca, and poop.
Come on down to Star Wars, the new Jedi-themed General Hospital, Linthorpe Road, Middlesbrough, where you can be treated by characters such as Nurse Windu, Jabba the GP, R2-D-Tox, and Hans Surgeon. You can play with the lightsabers and race around in your light-speed wheelchairs, get treated for various diseases, and eat the best genuine Jedi cuisine.
I was diagnosed with meningitis about a year ago. I came in and they gave me a lumbar puncture using a lightsaber. It was marvellous.
Mister was a very poorly. In fact, the mister was a terrible. And the doctors met.
Oh, cheers, mate. Yeah, thanks. That's a lot better.
I had to bring my daughter in. She was mauled by a dart. They reconstructed her, but now she looks like an Ewok.
Come down to Star Wars, Linthorpe Road, Middlesbrough. May the nurse be with you. Luke, I am your doctor. Oh, God. What is this? What is it?
Yay!
Adverts.
The Daft Hour on CVFM.
So that really high pitch bit, that doesn't happen in the song.
It doesn't.
And I was just singing that. I was adding that mix in throughout the song.
You were very good.
Oh, I tell you what, I know I brought it down a bit there, just because I didn't want to show off too much.
All right.
We'll let you off for all that death talk and do this.
Thank you. Kelly Watson's wrote, "Is the guy in the brown top snoozing?" So basically, during that song, you must have been drawing or writing or something.
Yeah, I'm just drawing some
But
eyes.
I just like the thought of someone watching the video. I'm pretending to sing that elaborate tune, and you're asleep next to me.
Well, it was quite the lullaby.
Yeah.
So.
Oh well.
No, I'm okay. But
If you want me to come round your house and sing you to sleep, please contact the show.
Sorry, there's more music playing than I intended to happen.
I don't think they'll top that sensual dreamboat of a song.
Yeah.
No, I don't think.
Oh, I tell you what, you're a sensual dreamboat of a
You're
song.
going slightly mad.
What?
Raven?
You're going slightly mad.
Well, yeah, because no one else.
She's
has
singing
that,
a Queen song.
I think so. I think she is the Queen. The Queen Raven.
The Queen Raven.
The Queen Raven.
Bye.
Raven, she's Raven.
What was that, sorry?
Nothing, she's just Raven.
She's Raven.
She's
telling you who
Raven,
she
she's
is.
Raven. So, Elvis isn't here, is he?
Nope.
Anyone know what he's been doing?
Yeah.
What's he been doing?
Spreading coronavirus.
I think he has. He's been rubbing salt in the wound.
In all his wounds.
He's been burping babies. He's been
Whoa.
spreading rabies. He's been rebooting EastEnders for a younger audience.
I'd like to see that.
He's been cleaning windows. He's been watching where he goes. He's been feeding the internet cats. He's been clearing his cache. He's an evil villain playing with his moustache. That's what Elvis has been up to.
Do you know what? He always plays with that damn moustache.
He does, doesn't he? It's not his own. He should really give it back.
Yeah, you should give it back.
Puts it on, twiddles it, gives it back.
Today's the first day of Lent. Are you giving anything up?
Yeah, they sure.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea. For the sake of us all, it's healthier, isn't it?
I just don't know the days anymore. I didn't know it was Shrove Tuesday yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was yesterday.
Right. Okay.
Shrove Tuesday was yesterday.
That's what he said.
That's what I said.
You said today?
No, he
it was
didn't.
yesterday.
All right.
Stop putting words in my mouth.
Yesterday.
He's been warned about that.
What am I giving up? That's a good. To be honest, I probably won't give anything.
No, I'm not giving up anything.
I'd like to think I could give up some, maybe bread, because I do eat a loaf of it a day.
Really?
No, but I do eat quite a lot of it. I do quite a lot of bread. So, and it's a bit kind of not good for you, is it, if you just have loads of bread?
I struggle if I eat too much bread.
Yeah. I don't think it's good for any of us, to be quite fair.
Give up bread, everyone.
Give it up.
Give it up.
Apart from
But it'll die out.
Plus 3.
If people stop eating it, it'll die out, won't it?
The bread cow. will
Hovis will go under.
Yeah.
King's Mill.
Yeah, King's Mill. That'll
Warburton's.
have to be demolished.
There's a
King's Mill.
Warburton's factory. Factory? Do you call it a factory when
Yeah.
it makes
Yeah.
bread?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a factory. Isn't
Yeah.
it? Near where I work, and you can smell it. It's and I'm pretty sure they just pump out hot cross bun smell all the time.
Yeah.
That's just
Yeah.
a little fan in a plate of
Well,
hot
they
cross
probably
buns
do
wrapped
just
in
to
it.
get people around to be like, oh, I want to buy that.
Oh, give me some of
When
that.
that hits the shops, I'm buying it.
Give me some of your tasty buns.
So none of us are really giving anything up for Lent. Nah.
Do you know what I'm giving up?
What?
Giving up things for Lent.
Giving up. Yeah,
It's a good one.
Yeah.
yeah.
I've never really done the whole Lent thing.
No, I mean it's. Is it carried across more than
Are
Christianity?
you okay?
Is it just Christianity that does the Lent thing,
I don't know, actually.
or the divisions of?
Possibly,
Just
yeah.
whoever fancies it, really.
Yeah.
Fancy a bit of Lent?
I'll give up lentils.
Lent?
I never like them, so it's an easy
I
win.
think,
isn't it?
all power to you, but again, it'll probably go on the wayside, much like your New Year's resolutions, so what's the point doing it?
Yeah.
Well, if you guys have given anything up for Lent, then write in.
Yeah, if anyone's given anything up
Don't
for
write
Lent,
in. Don't write in.
Yeah,
You know.
because
No, right
we might
in.
get that in a couple of weeks.
No, right in.
We'll read out the letters.
to Morgan's Castle.
Yeah, no, so you
I'd
can
love
message
a
on the
letter.
live stream if you've given anything up, or ring in if you've given anything up. Or maybe you've given up ringing.
Yeah.
Everyone's give up.
I think everyone's given up ringing in for Lent.
Ring in for Lent, everyone.
Hey, should we do like or
in for
dislike in a bit?
If you want to, but
Yeah.
before we do that, do you think you've ever accidentally ruined someone's life?
Oh, yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? To completely accidentally,
Maybe not the life, but definitely the day.
like, with a comment or an action.
Yeah, 100%.
You think?
Most days, I reckon. I reckon.
It's good.
Maybe
job.
not. Maybe I think life's a bit drastic. Like I don't think anyone unless
No, I mean, there is
something really serious. I think it's hard to ruin someone's life. Maybe like a day or like a time period. But usually, if you do something bad, people get over it. But I've definitely ruined people's day. I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ruined someone's time period before?
Yeah.
These naughties.
Yeah.
Well, 20s now.
I know. But have you like?
I don't know. Unintentionally means I wouldn't have known.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Oh, I'm very much aware. You know, when you go on your Facebook and then you realise they're no longer friends with you, and the last time you spoke to them, you question whether I offended them. Yeah, I probably have. Well, I know I have.
That's the problem with the likes of Facebook and other social media platforms.
It's a good way to realise who likes you and who
No,
doesn't.
it's absolutely not. It's irrelevant because when someone is on Facebook and posting up their life, it's not their real life. And,
Yeah, it is.
And they're posting far more often than you would have a conversation with them. So it's not a real reflection of what their life is actually about. So if you're...
No, but I don't mean actually people falling out because of something else.
No. I'm saying that it's not a true representation of life, is it?
No.
So if someone's removed you from Facebook because you think you've annoyed them, it's probably not. It's probably they just aren't necessarily interested in what you're saying.
No, if that's directly happened after you've offended them.
All right, I'll add you back
it's
on.
Obviously it's obviously a rational impulse to be like, right, we'll delete them.
Delete them.
Because it's a way of getting back at someone at sometimes, deleting people off Facebook. When you're like, oh, well, I don't like them. This'll show them. Delete. They won't be able to look at my food pictures now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it does become a bit like, well, other things on Facebook as well, I find, when people all of a sudden are starting a new relationship, it's not official unless it says so on Facebook.
It's true.
Do you know what I mean? And it's like, why are people negating their lives and decisions on what Facebook does?
I don't know. Should we
instead?
start a poll on Facebook and see what people say?
Yeah. If you message us or write in
On Facebook.
on Facebook
Yeah, about Facebook.
about Facebook and what you're annoyed about.
It's all, as much as it is an annoying tool, is also is a good tool as well.
No, it's a great tool if you use it the right way, but I think it just leads to people's
Evil.
paranoia and.
Oh, of course it does, and that's a whole different conversation. I don't really want to go down.
No,
that side.
I want to. This is the time.
You get
This
addicted
is
to
the
it,
place.
can't you?
No, we've already talked about some health issues. Let's not go down the rabbit hole of mental health issues.
All right, let's cheer
But-
everybody up instead.
Is it a like? Is it a dislike? Is it a like? Is it a dislike of the week?
Dislike.
Of the week.
Oh,
Kelly
Chloe.
Watson's also wrote. She's gave up bread last year,
Yep.
and Wendy's give up chocolate.
Well,
You know
okay.
the burger chain, Wendy's.
Wendy's gave up chocolate. Yeah.
up chocolate.
So well done, Kelly, for giving up bread last year. This year, have it all, and also get
No,
Wendy
Wendy's
to
give
send
up-
us some chocolate
give
as
up
well.
some chocolate.
So
yeah, well, no, that's cool.
yeah.
Good luck with that.
Well done. So yeah.
Is it a like?
Is it a like?
Is it a dislike?
Who's going?
Dislike.
Is it a like?
You go.
Is it a dislike?
You go first, yeah.
Is it a dislike of the week?
Brilliant.
Segway of the week.
Segway of the week.
I love how it's still a surprise somehow.
I know, yeah.
To you.
So, have I Can I don't know if it comes back on.
No, because we did the intro.
No, I'll
Right.
put it on when you start speaking.
Okay.
No, I won't.
So basically, I've got a like. I was totally waiting for you to do that again.
Completely waiting for
Yeah,
me to do it.
no, basically, just because we
Is
just...
it a like? Is it a dislike? Is it a like? Is it a dislike of the week?
Power's gone to his head.
Dislike.
Of the week.
I told you it's a like. Basically,
No
because... was it... Who won
No
it? Who gave up
more.
chocolate? Is it Wendy or Sharon?
Wendy.
Sharon, no, it was Kelly.
Oh, Kelly,
I don't know who Sharon is. Is it because we talked about Sharon from East
Yeah,
Enders
maybe.
earlier?
Sorry, Kelly. Yeah, so she gave up chocolate, but I haven't. And I like
Right.
a bit of
Ah.
chocolate. And I've heard
All right.
that
Turn around.
Cadbury are bringing back marble bars.
Marble bars.
Do you remember
No,
them?
I
No.
don't. I'll be quite honest.
I'm gonna
Explain.
say maybe mid to late 90s they came out. They're only out for a little while. I think they went about maybe 2000. And there were, if you imagine a dairy milk with little segments, but
Yeah.
it was milk chocolate and white chocolate swirled
marbled,
together for a marble
marbled.
effect.
Wow.
And inside was a praline or praline, if you want to call it that.
Oh,
kind
my
of
word.
lovely, smooth, gorgeous centre.
Oh, talk to me more.
And apparently it's coming back.
After Lent, hopefully.
After Lent, no. But I'm very excited for that, so that's a like. Although I do wish that Spirers would come back as well, because I miss Spirers.
Are they
Well,
not?
you can't have everything.
No, you can't have everything. And I wish Cadbury would go back to the original recipe as well, because they even said that they changed the recipe when Kraft took them over. But never mind. Want more sugar? Want more sugar in my chocolate?
So that was
I've
a
been
l-
bored about my like.
Sorry.
So that was both, wasn't it? Like
Bored
and
me,
dislike?
Oh, that was just a concern. Mild
bore me,
concern
I
about
just
Spire,
yawned.
but it was
Of
definitely
the
a like.
week.
Is it a like?
It was a like and
Is it a
a
dislike?
mild concern.
I'm sorry for
Is it a like? Is it a dislike of the week?
Dislike.
Of the
It
week.
was just tiredness, not,
I know.
not you.
Come on then, Morgan. What's your deal?
I have a like.
Is it a like? Is it a
Told
dislike?
you it was a like.
Is it a like? Is it a dislike of the week?
Dislike.
Of the week.
So I have a like this week.
Okay.
So basically, I had another vivid dream. Remember a few months back where I had a dream about a screenplay that I wanted to write? It was like there was a monster in a house.
Oh, I do remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've had another one, and it was so vivid, this dream. And basically, Black Book style, I had a dream about writing a children's book.
Was it a book? Was it a screenplay? What vivid? Sorry.
Was it a screenplay of
In
the
the
week? In the dream. So yeah, this was a children's book.
Yeah.
And it was basically called Bee Accident. The Accidental Bee.
That's two titles, that film.
No, it's not. It's a bee accident, and in brackets, the accidental bee. It's a title. So,
quite long
and
for a kid.
this book was about a bee who got mocked by all his friends and took the mickey out of because he's accident prone. He, like, do you know what I mean? He falls down the stairs. His wing fell off. I don't know. I haven't thought about what accidents happen in the book yet because I haven't wrote it, but I will. And it also teaches children about the effects of bullying and also the input, which Jimmy finds hilarious, and also the acceptance of your flaws.
Oh.
Okay, and I had a dream that it got published. I made a lot of money off it, and it was so vivid. I think it was a sign, Bambi. So I'm going to write Bee Accident.
It's good.
The Accidental Bee.
I like it.
I think it's Bee Accident makes me laugh. I don't know why.
You should be
I like
buzzing
the
about that,
accidental
mate.
I'm absolutely buzzing, mate.
I like it. So that's a like that you've thought of this and you're going to write it.
Yeah.
Is it a like? Is it a dislike? Is it a like? Is it a dislike of the week?
Dislike.
In the dream.
Vivid dream.
I like it. Okay, so over to me now.
What did you have?
Is it a like? Is it a dislike? Is it a like? Is it a dislike of the week?
Dislike.
Of the week.
So, mine is a doubler. I've got both.
Double
I
one.
like the
double-ended, don't you?
fact
Double ender.
that I took both ends. No, I like the fact that I dragged my ass back to the gym.
Hey.
I dislike how much pain I am in right now.
Oh, when did you go?
Day before yesterday, and I could not I could not straighten this arm, and I still can't fully.
How long did you do?
An hour.
What did you do?
Some muscly things.
Muscly, put them on.
So all arms and shoulders. But I haven't been. Obviously, I'm not in the greatest physical shape, but I.
You could have fooled me.
Fool. But I relatively strong. I used to go to the gym quite a bit and I'm relatively strong, but it's been like 2 years and I mistakenly thought I could pick it up where I left off.
But you are quite fit.
Definitely can. Yeah.
Like sexy.
Yeah, thank you. But
no, like you go running and stuff, don't you?
Yeah, but it's just a surprise how much you can. And obviously getting older and you don't recover as well. But I like the fact that I've took the step.
I like the fact.
And I dislike it. Honestly, I'm in so much pain.
Just go and do what
Keep doing it.
Just go in the sauna.
No, I can't do that.
Go in the pool.
But going at the end is a nice treat.
I don't like sitting around with
nice
sweaty other
I'll
sweaties.
go in the hot tub.
No, don't enjoy it. That's not what. That's a spa day, not a gym.
Just let him go to the gym, Morgan.
Yeah.
Let him go for a pamper
Don't
day.
feel like he's getting the benefits of what's on offer.
Well, do you know what? That's nice. Keep it up.
Thank you very much.
Keep it up.
Thank you.
Well done, Bamble.
Thank you.
Well done.
Bumble.
Is it a like? Is it a dislike of the week?
Of the week.
Of the week.
Of the week. Of the week. So that was both really.
That was
I like
a bit
that
of
I did it.
what?
Disliked
Yeah.
it.
That is the first time. I know yours was technically like half a dislike.
Yeah.
But that is the first time that everyone's had a variation of a like. This is technically the most positive. I know we've talked about death and mental health issues in this show, but this is technically the most positive Daft Hour we've ever had, everyone. Everyone, I've been waiting for this moment our entire existence. That's what the streamer was for earlier.
Is it a dislike of the week?
It is.
It is a bit of a like.
It's
Positivity.
It's more like than dislike of the week.
Or positive B.
Positive B.
Accidental B.
Accidental B.
Accidental.
Oh, that's
Positive
B.
B accident.
B accident. That's his name, B accident. No?
I got so very confused there.
Then they're looking at the screen and they're just totally free from us.
What are they doing up there?
Oh, that's holding the little rubber ducks. Anyway, that was good.
Oh,
yeah,
that was a bit of Daft Hour Inception.
I love that song. I love that song. I think you kind of interrupted it with your sexual singing towards the end, which I do love. But it kind of.
But just
didn't fit
imagine
in
all
the
the
thing.
ducks singing that. That's what they're singing in the water.
All the ducks are swimming in the water.
Yeah, I can see it.
Right.
Hang on.
Should we turn this up?
No, don't.
No.
Is that just then? Oh, this is just too weird. Hold on. Where does it end? Where does it begin? All the ducks are swimming in the water.
What's the name of the show?
Well, la 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 la.
I'd like to dance to that slow EastEnders theme tune.
How awful!
Now,
Not
just
now.
like another time. Nice, wouldn't it? You could proper undo your bra strap with that song.
Right. Would you rather
Slip.
bring temporary joy to people
Yes.
or real knowledge? However, there's always a however. Isn't there?
Yeah.
With temporary joy, the person receiving the joy must wear a bunny outfit during joy, like a full bunny outfit, or real knowledge. Every time they use that real knowledge, they have to wear a massive party hat. So,
Gosh, that's a thinker.
it's a weird one, isn't it? So let's put it in into some kind of context. So let's say the knowledge is some mathematical knowledge, and they sit down and they're in a big business meeting, and the boss goes, right, okay, so what would that do for our numbers? And Derek, the recipient of the knowledge, has to pull out his massive party hat and give the answer to the boss.
Ooh,
But
I
the
like
boss,
that.
the boss is so happy with it, he puts Don's on his bunny outfit. Weird. So would you rather? Well, actually, would you rather give knowledge or give joy, or would you rather be wearing the bunny outfit or the massive hat?
That's a good one. I like it. What's like a little bit of joy? Like, do you know, just a nice day?
Anything that
Just
brings
Does it
like
go
joy.
on for a while?
Maybe just like a touch.
Temporary
Because the
joy.
knowledge goes on for a while, doesn't it?
The knowledge can
Maybe.
go forever. Joy
See,
is
there you
fleeting.
go. You've probably
So
got
maybe
to
like
go for
somebody who hasn't
knowledge.
been touched in a while gets touched on the shoulder.
Yeah. That's
Temporary, innit?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I didn't know
Temporary joy.
what you were doing. Temporary joy at midnight.
So, I personally, I would rather receive the knowledge.
Knowledge.
Because knowledge is lasting.
Yeah, but and I don't think you'd mind rocking a giant hat.
No, I'd love a big party.
I love hats.
Yeah.
I have an obsession with
Point
hats.
one.
I've actually got a collection of weird hats.
What you've got to do
They'd be
when
like
you
Pet
have...
Shop Boys, wouldn't it?
Yeah, when you've got a big massive hat like that, you've got to walk into the room.
That's a genuine
and
hat, by the way.
Oh, that's
I've got a
good.
collection of weird hats.
Bring them in and we'll describe them on the air. So yeah, when you've got a big massive party hat, you've got to walk into a room and ask where's the party hat? Where's the party hat? Where's the party hat? And then you go, everyone goes, I don't know what you're on about, and you put it on, and then you give them some knowledge bomb.
Surprise, I'm Brady.
But I have to wear the hat.
But I've got to wear.
So would you
Yeah,
rather
I'd probably give the knowledge.
give
then.
the knowledge, and would you rather receive the knowledge?
Or
would you-
I don't know.
would you like a
because
little bit
I'm
of-
not really bothered about being knowledgeable as long as like I'm knowledgeable enough to kind of function, I guess.
But
So
I wonder if knowledge could give you joy. Ooh,
It
you'd
could
have to have
do, it
be in a
could
bunny
do.
outfit with a
I'm
massive
sure
party
knowledge
hat.
does give people joy.
I would like to wear the bunny outfit despite whatever joy they gave me. To be honest, I think
Would that
it's
give
quite
the
nice.
bunny outfit give you the joy?
Yeah, I'd like to wear it.
But what if it's a bunny outfit more like Donnie Darko?
Wouldn't mind that either because
No.
it would be very comfortable, and no one could see how much fun I was having underneath that mask. So yeah, and Jimmy Darko.
Jimmy Darko. Sounds like an insult.
It's like saying random bits of names.
Bits of names. So yeah, what was yours? Joy or knowledge? Morgan.
Joy.
Joy. Okay. I think I'd probably go knowledge, but I am a joyless creature.
Jackpot joy.
Jackpot joy.
Well, I'm all about momentary joy.
Yes.
Smells joy.
For yourself or for
There you go.
others?
I'm a giver and a receiver.
That's good. Okay, what would you do? What would you?
Oh no, it started!
Oh no, the joy.
Oh no.
The joy I get from giving you the virus. What would you do if it was all true? Okay, and by that I mean everything everybody has ever said becomes true. But for it to become true, an alternative reality is created for every lie told, and that lie then becomes a truth. So everything that ever has been said to you splinters off in alternative realities. You can choose to travel to that reality, like a pick your own story book, like pick your own ending book. So like at every point, everything ever said, your life pauses and up comes a menu and goes, do you want to follow this reality now or carry on this one?
Oh, that's a good
Imagine that. That would just be...
You'd have endless stuff to do, wouldn't you, really?
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. But what if you just wanted to get on with your day, but you just put headphones in and not speak to anyone and have no questions, nothing, be told no lies, just to carry on?
I think I'd like to go around like pretend I was a doctor or something.
But you could yeah, because you could tell a lie. I am the doctor, and then that reality splinters off, and you are. I am a time traveller. Oh, amazing!
You'd never not.
You'd be so
It'd be
amused.
constantly just changing and evolving.
The first thing I would do is I am a white van driver, and I'd park one outside the house. That would bring me joy, and I'd wear my big hat.
I feel like this has already happened.
And I'd be there, and you go on wearing a bunny outfit, going hey up.
In the past, because you're a time traveller.
Yep. That's my want.
Yeah. Cool.
Hey, I like that.
That's an interesting one, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if any of the listeners out there want to tell us what lie they would like to become true and live that lie, let us know.
That's a good one.
And we'll see what we can do to make it happen.
Yeah.
Some kind of like modern day Jim will fix it without
fix
the
it.
bad side.
Yeah. I'll fix it. Fix it without the fiddles.
Fix it without the fiddles. I like that. It's a new album. It's a new feature of the week.
I'll fix it with consent.
Yes. Very important to do.
I will fix it with consent. For you and you
But
and
not
of
you.
your parents.
With some signed paperwork.
Legal situations will be solved.
I'm going to solve some things right now.
Are you going to solve?
John Candy, Jessica Dandy, the Great Randy, Judge Bambi, Sexy Mandy, Danny Sandy, Andy Randy, Judge Bambi.
Judge Bambi.
You wouldn't believe that wasn't recorded in a proper studio situation, would you?
It was downstairs.
It was just... Yeah, you
We
couldn't
came
tell
up
that.
with it about 15 minutes before the show.
You couldn't tell that by just listening, could you?
Yeah.
I mean,
Someone
it's,
in the background going,
it's along the same par as this.
104.5
Just the
CVFM.
same, isn't it?
Yeah, it's exactly
Just
the same.
the same, but not
That's
the...
hell no different.
No.
Keep it locked to 104.5 CVFM.
Boom!
Just...
Boom! Right in your ears.
Right in the ear holes.
Right in the...
10742.
No, it's not.
104.5.
0.5.
0.5.
Keep it locked onto CVFM, or I will tell your microwave to use the kill all humans settings that you don't know about.
Oh, Ravens.
The Daft Hour on CVFM 104.5 FM, transmitting across 3 streets.
The Daft Hour. Very deft. How aware.
Sorry, Judge Bambi.
Sorry, Judge Bambi.
Yeah, Judge Bambi.
Judge Bambi.
So, Judge Bambi,
Yeah.
I have a story that I need you to judge me for. That's how it works, right?
That's... Well,
It's
yeah.
been a while.
Yeah.
So basically, on my first ever day of secondary school,
Right.
I wet myself.
Yep.
And basically, what happened was...
First day of secondary school, did you say? Oh, it's a different level, that, isn't
so
it?
it was basically the first day, and it was kind of like a meet and greet kind of day. So
Yeah.
people's parents were there, kids were there.
Yeah. Look,
And-
there's Pissy Morgan.
And what happened was, I got a bit nervous actually, like meeting people and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I really needed the toilet,
Yeah.
but I didn't know where they were, and I just couldn't find the toilets, right? So I went outside,
Yeah.
and I thought, right, is there anywhere where I can have a wee?
Yeah.
Like, because I can't find the toilets inside the building.
No.
I was a very shy person back then, so I didn't want to ask anyone where the toilets were.
Yeah.
So and my dad was talking to one of the teachers or something. So anyway, I snuck out and was looking for somewhere I could wee, and there wasn't anywhere. And I found myself in the playground, and I thought, right, I'll go in that corner. It was
Yeah.
like a kind of closed off corner. And as I went to go have a wee, some kids like came out. Like, what are you doing? And I'm like, oh, nothing. So every time I went to go and have a wee, like in a bush or something, like the more kids started appearing. So I just didn't wee.
Yeah.
So in the end, I just wet myself.
Okay.
I wet myself on the first day of school. So I did the old kind of... Do you remember when you're at school and you got an erection? And you used to put your jacket in front of you.
Yeah.
And you'd walk around with your jacket in front of you because you didn't want people to realise you had a little tent pole going on. So that's what... You never done that? Oh, I tell you what, if you ever saw anyone... If you saw anyone walk around with the... Like, weirdly holding the jacket in front of them like this, or the bag... Why haven't they got the bag on the shoulder? They're holding the bag like a little weird purse in front of them. Erection. Right, hiding an erection. And that's happened to me on multiple occasions. Because there used to be a period of time, not so much now because you get older and you get a bit limper, where I'd get erections for absolutely no reason whatsoever. And it would happen on aeroplanes.
Is that on air?
It would happen on vehicles. It would happen when
Was it the vibration?
Vibration, so it happened
Yeah,
to me
yeah.
whilst I was on the bus. Just like loads of old people, me sat there at the back with them. You can get arrested for that. And then also, so anyway, back to the wee story. So yeah, I just wet myself. So I was walking around with this jacket in front of me.
Is this really happening?
Yes, and it really happened. So this jacket was in front of me. So anyway, my dad called me over, and I was talking to the headmaster with this jacket in front of me, and this massive pea stain on it. And I was wearing like light trousers, like corduroys. I think like light brown. So it was blatantly obvious I'd wet myself. So
this is school in the 70s.
Why?
Because the brown
corduroys.
No, that's the way my parents dress me, I suppose. 11 years old. So I was just concerned. I was thinking, I don't want to be found out. Don't want the kids finding out before I've even joined school.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I don't want to be referred to as Pissy Pants Phil for the rest of my life.
Oh, Pissy Morgan.
I'm not bothered at this moment in time. Do you know what I mean? Or Pissy Pants Paul. Whatever name they wanted to give me, right? But, so I just had this jacket in front of me, and anyway, my dad called me and we were going to leave, and I didn't even tell my dad, and I remember sitting in the car with this jacket over me, and he just went, "It stinks a wee." He's like, have you wet yourself? And I just went, yeah. Just burst out crying.
Don't you feel that sad for yourself?
I look back and just think, what a pissy loser.
It's funny now.
His real name is Phil.
Yeah. What a pissy loser. Weirdo. Sorry. Is that swear?
Is that a swear word? I don't know.
Is that swear word? I don't know. I don't know. It was
very mild.
Mild. It's nearly the wash.
If you think it was mild, ring it.
Pussy loser.
Yeah, I'd mock him. Wet your pants.
No.
First day of school. Wouldn't dare be you. Loser.
So what's the judgment you want me to
I just want
cast?
you... I don't know.
I hadn't started that yet. He's just telling you.
I'd like you to judge me on the fact that I wet myself on the first day of
Guilty.
school. I'd like you to throw punishment my way, because if anything, I deserve it.
No, I think what you...
tricky.
No, it was an accident. That's the actual term. Accidents do happen.
Wouldn't you judge me on the fact that I could have just asked someone where the toilet was?
But that's on do you know the expression "shy burns get Nowt"?
Yeah.
But you don't know the second half of that. Shy burns get Nowt, but pissy pants is the full one. So what I am going to blame is your shy burns get Nowt, but pissy pants.
Pissy pants. I like that.
What I'm going to blame is your father for not teaching you that. So the judgment is upon your father for not teaching you the full expression.
Oh, so he gets the judgment.
Yes.
What's the punishment, Judge Bambi?
He has to piss himself in public.
Judge Bambi.
Judge Bambi has spoken.
Judge Bambi. Do you have any Judge Bambi?
John Candy.
Not really.
Did you ever wet yourself at school?
The great
Boys Brigade.
I was in Boys Brigade.
sexy man.
You were in Boys
That
Brigade.
did quick.
I wasn't. I was still on air.
Oh, I was in Boys Brigade. And you dressed up like a Thunderbird.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
So I wasn't a boys' brigade, but please tell me the
You were
story.
Girl Scout.
Yeah.
Very, very. I think I was eight, yeah. And basically, I just was holding a wee up, and you were in the. I think it was a Martin Road in one of that church hall near Aldi.
Oh, yeah.
Something. And the guy, whoever was holding the service or whatever, they did prayers first. Anyway, he was having a very long prayer.
Bit of a bar
It was
off.
going on for ages, and there was about 30 of us. And anyway, I just let rip, and it was literally I was in the centre, and it spread out. And all the boys were, and then you had to dry my pants under the air thingamajig.
Oh,
and I was just sat there,
What, naked?
well, half naked, yeah. Back in the kind of very early 90s, no one cared about
before
weird fiddling and stuff.
Yeah, before kiddie fiddles existed.
Didn't exist then.
I hope that didn't happen to you.
No, it didn't. I was totally
I hope
fine.
you're not confessing that on the
But
radio.
you did have
Totally fine,
at the
yeah.
end of it dry,
But very
smelly,
yeah.
because
It's
it obviously
Oh, so it'd be like dry, still.
it'll
wee.
enhance the
and then
smell,
because I was in there for ages,
That's
you can imagine
spread.
how long it took. And then when it went out, there's people mopping the floor.
Oh my
this
word!
wooden floor.
And did you carry on going?
No, I never went
No,
back again.
fair
I couldn't
enough.
possibly go. I think I'd only been about 4 times.
But
Have you ever been back to that church?
No, I might go back and just relive it.
Just piss yourself.
do you know what? It feels, I
and
don't
the
know
priest
about
like,
you.
it's him!
Obviously,
I recognise that scent.
it doesn't bother me to talk about. Obviously, I wouldn't talk about it around that time. It'd be more
yeah, of course, yeah.
But it's weird. It's like you feel like a different kind of person back then, anyway. Through in hindsight, and like
Well, yeah, you're a child.
Like,
I think
30 years.
I think I peed myself in Woolworths in Stockton.
Yeah?
As a kid.
Do tell.
So. No, this is just a very slight memory. I can't fully remember. And when I used to go on holiday to Spain when we were a kid, I think I did it there as well. But I also walked into every single lamppost possible because the sun was always glaring, and I'd be looking down to block the sun from my eyes because obviously sunglasses didn't exist in the 80s.
No.
And I'd walk into every single lamppost, and that's probably why I peed myself, because I'd got some kind of damage to my head.
So this has been the pee section.
Yeah, we're all guilty of pee.
We're all guilty of peeing. Next week we'll tell stories of when we pooed ourselves.
Judge pee.
Well, we can talk about the pooping ourselves when the pollards arrive.
Yeah. Everyone's got a poop story.
Yeah,
I've got
everyone.
several.
Ah.
What's Jimmy's?
Oh, well, I didn't read everything, did I? I was just telling you.
Yeah,
I was gloating.
I think judgment was passed instantly.
I think I was very much
judged by everybody else there.
By
so,
God.
you were judged by public opinion.
Yeah. Ooh, awful stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, I hope everyone's enjoyed the piss chat.
The piss chat.
Here of the week.
Imagine if you just had a show
called
the
Piss Chat,
where you just talk.
I just imagine if someone's just randomly turned the radio on in the car and just
I know, yeah.
and that was Piss Chat.
CVFM Piss Chat.
What's the deal with this show? Is it for real? I mean, why do you bother? You know that nobody's listening, right?
Yeah,
very
probably
good.
right now. Yeah.
Raven.
Good show.
Why do, if anyone's listening who's wet themselves and like to tell us,
Yeah.
Contact. Stop telling people to write in. Right,
I really want a
message
letter. I'm so
on
excited.
CVFM.
Yeah.
The live stream that's happening.
Live stream.
Piss stream. Okay.
I'd like to see Morgan wet his pants on air.
Live on
Piss chat
air.
with the boys.
What was that? Sorry.
Piss chat with the boys.
Piss chat with the boys.
Join us next week on Piss Chat with the boys. So yeah, I have some Morgan's Has questions.
Oh, okay.
Or if you,
Do we have a
do you want to have a song and come back?
We all the room.
We
on the room.
We're on the room. We're on the room.
Oh,
We're on the room.
I've just kind of lost it
We're
now.
on the room.
Okay.
Morgan has questions.
So
We all the way home.
Oh, that's better.
Morgan
Yeah.
has questions.
Go on, Morgan.
Do stuttering people stutter when they're thinking to themselves?
No.
Oh, it's like an internal monologue stutter.
Internal stutter.
I'm guessing not, because it's an involuntary vocal outwardness rather than an inwardness, I would suspect.
Yeah.
I often wondered if someone with... Now, that sounds like I'm taking the piss, but this is a genuine
No, I'm
wonder.
thinking so.
No, I'm saying what I'm about to say probably sounds weird, but no. If someone who has involuntary speech, like a form of Tourette's, but they've never heard a swear word, ever, what word do they associate with being bad or naughty, which their brain would use?
Oh, yeah.
And it'd be interesting. I mean, obviously, it's not an experiment you could do on someone.
It's a tricky one.
Yeah.
It could actually be a sound that's like a harsh sound.
Yeah, I mean, it's not always bad words, but it's something normally you shouldn't say, isn't it? I think that's the idea. So it's probably something like loser or something much less if you don't know any swearsies.
Yeah.
Do you yawn in your sleep?
Well, there's different theories about yawns, isn't there? That it was a yawn is contagious, and what they believe, or one theory was that it's a throwback to when we would kind of gather 100 people, and we would all want to sleep at the same time and wake up at the same time. So I would yawn, you would yawn, you would yawn, when we'd all like go to sleep at the same time.
So it's like a form of communication.
It's a syncing up of our kind of sleep patterns, apparently. So that doesn't answer your question. It's just a fact.
Isn't it also to get to fill your lungs with air
There's-
as well?
I don't.
It's supposed to be like if you haven't, I know some stuff, you haven't breathed for.
Is that not part of a hiccup situation as well?
Hiccups
You
is
get it-
basically something to do with the oxygen hasn't quite reached your lungs or something.
Right. Okay. So they're all very similar involuntary things, but the yawn is an odd one, isn't it? My mother wrote a story about the yawn that went around the world. It's quite interesting. So it's like a single yawn that.
Was it a kid's book?
Like the coronavirus.
Does it have a bee in it?
No.
Oh, that's alright.
I got a story about the last laugh. This clown laughs, and it's his last laugh.
It's his last laugh. Or is it the world's last laugh?
Well, there's a ha-ha travelling around, but it's not around the world. It's just about this kingdom. It's just a picture, to be honest, but it could be a story. Carry on.
How far east can you go before you're heading west?
Oh, there's a definite line for that, isn't there? So your equator is your north.
It's just someone there with a sign.
Yeah, no, it's.
That's east. That's it.
Do you know?
There is a thing, isn't there? I can't remember the name of it.
Well, the equator is your north-south. So I don't know what does your east-west.
Right, yeah.
I think it's the Hamburglar from McDonald's
Burger King.
adverts. No, the McDonald's
sorry,
adverts. Yeah, don't get them too mixed up.
Other burger establishments are available.
I think he decides when it becomes.
We'll
Okay.
find out,
Yeah.
but you just keep going.
If parents say never take sweets from strangers,
Yeah.
then why do we celebrate Halloween?
Oh, because our life is full of contradiction and lies, and you should never believe what your parents tell you.
Why is there a light in the fridge and not in the freezer?
Because you probably go to the freezer with purpose. Like, there's a Magnum in there. And
I know
where
there's
it
stuff
is.
in the fridge as well, but...
No, but you browse the fridge. I don't know is the actual answer to that one. But I'm guessing your freezer's generally much more packed and it's got drawers, whereas your
I
fridge
think
is
it
open.
might actually have something to do with... It might affect the freezing process, maybe?
I wouldn't have thought so, because it's only very temporarily on. A mate of mine's father was so tight he didn't believe that the fridge light turned off, so he took it out.
He didn't believe it, too.
Yeah.
Okay. How important does a person have to be before they are considered assassinated instead of just murdered?
Ooh, that's a good one. So an assassinate, what? Yeah, what determines an assassination?
You know what? If someone murdered me, I'd like it to be in the papers, like Morgan assassinated.
Isn't assassination usually like a politician or dignitary?
Yes,
well, I think that's what it's saying. Like,
what point?
Is someone considered? Like, how important do they have to be?
So an assassination, I think, serves a purpose, be it political or
So
whatever.
they're trying to gain something.
Yeah,
out of it.
whereas in a murder, it can be anything.
Right. Okay.
It can be any kind of killing.
Yeah.
If Jimmy cracks corn and no one cares, why is there a stupid song about him?
Again, because life is full of contradiction and lies.
Jimmy cracks corn and I don't care. Have you never heard that song before? Wow. You have, haven't you?
Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes.
Why do toasters always have a setting that burns the toast to a horrible crisp? No one is surely eating toast like that.
Good point.
Are you sure it's not when you put it on twice? Do you ever put stuff on twice?
There
Like,
is- there
if
is
I
a
have
se-
crumpets,
no,
and
there's a
I put
setting.
them on, they pop up, and I put them on for another half of the time.
What number?
3.
Do you know what that number 3 is?
No.
3 minutes. It's minutes. Numbers equals
Is it
minutes.
really?
Yes. Try it.
Ah, but why? So
gonna burn my
So
tongue.
why is there
What
a
would-
higher setting?
So,
5
interestingly, relatively recently, Birdseye, who make the potato waffles, the waffling versatile, let people know that you can do them in the toaster.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
you need to put them in for probably about 8 minutes. So maybe it's because
But
of
were
waffles.
they when toasters were first coming out?
Yeah, they were
around?
both invented on the same day.
Oh well,
I
that
suppose
makes sense.
you've always had toasted sandwich bags, haven't you? To go in toasters as well as
Good
sandwich
point,
things.
yeah. But no, it's right. And it's like the whole shower thing, isn't it? Good temperature, you've lost your skin.
Oh yeah.
Temperature, yeah.
Yeah, some people love like hot baths, but if I have a really, really scalding bath, it makes me feel like I'm being cooked, literally. I
Yeah.
hate it. It makes me feel sick.
Yeah. So I think we
Well,
successfully answered
I'll be
this,
honest
though.
with you. I now know. Thank you.
Morgan has questions.
Zap is making me laugh when he's trying to do some serious chat.
Hey.
So, how is everybody still?
Oh, I tell you what, it's been a good show. Let's reflect.
Let's
well,
reflect.
we've talked
What?
about
What were we talking about today?
Coronavirus.
Yeah.
We've talked about your accidental bee.
Yeah, my accidental.
We've talked about what we've all done.
Yeah, we've done that.
We've talked about what Elvis
things
is
we
doing.
like.
We've talked about what Elvis has been doing.
What things we like.
Things that you liked. Yeah.
Hey.
You've been playing some tunes.
We've talked about possibilities of
Yeah.
what you would do in that situation.
We've talked about wetting oneself.
We've talked about erections.
You have. You
Let's just
weirdo.
get one thing clear. We have not talked about bonkons.
We never engaged in that conversation. That was a
What do we used to call it?
It's self-engagement of erections.
Is bonkon a bad word? It's a
don't know.
ridiculous word.
I
isn't it?
love the phrase someone said to me before. It was a girl. She went. I said, "Oh, she's attractive," and she went, "Oh, what have you got? Half a dafty." And half a dafty was my favourite word for erection I've ever heard.
That's what we're going to call the show when it becomes a half-hour one. When we get
Not
sacked.
just an hour.
Yeah.
Half a daft.
I think we used to go, when we were kids, we used to call them blonkies.
Blonkies?
Blonk.
Never heard that
Blonkies,
one.
I know, yeah.
A bloncom.
No, it's blonkies. But anyway, there you go. If you've had a blonkie, ringing.
Have you got half a dafty? Messages. If you are currently erect, please call into the studio.
You can dial using... No. Please don't.
What else have we done? Well, I don't know why I'm talking like this. What else have we done?
Because we're struggling with the concept of the rest of our show.
Oh, yes.
So we're all
We're
changing.
struggling.
We're all
I
changing.
planned this. Reflection time, it's called.
It's
Of the week.
There's 8 whole minutes, guys.
Right, okay.
Reflection of the week.
If this was planned, why is there not a song to go with?
Why don't you
You
play a
played
song?
No, an actual theme.
Because it's a new segment.
That's a good one.
Reflection of the week.
Reflection of the week.
All right, that is
Oh,
official now.
Raven. If Raven says it is, it's true.
It's all official.
True.
Did you just guff there, or was that the chair?
No, I didn't
I
guff.
think you just did this, didn't you?
It did sound like a guff.
I've guffed a lot this episode, if I'm honest. I've been guffing left, right, and centre.
Why don't we quickly play a game
Yeah,
where we
who
all
guffed?
we don't claw them. We
all
close
claw.
our eyes.
Yeah, and one of us guffs.
And one. That's better than what.
Yeah, and we have to guess who it was.
Whose guff is it anyway?
That's right. No, that's better. I don't even want to tell you
called
what
Guff
my
Off.
game was now.
No, I need to know.
No, because that's
what-
better than what I was going to say.
What
We were just going to close our eyes, and you
Yeah.
have to go around, and we each make a noise, and you just have to imagine what they'd be doing while they were making that noise.
Alright.
That'd be quite fun.
Okay, close our eyes then.
Yeah.
Ready?
Okay.
You ready? I'll go first.
You go first.
Okay.
Right, close your eyes then,
Okay.
Morgan. Oh, cooking pasta.
Hang on, I'm confused by this game premise.
The
Are
game's
we
so
all
simple.
supposed to make a noise at the same
No,
time?
because that would be impossible to tell.
So, but why did you both make a noise?
I didn't make a noise.
There was two noises.
There wasn't two noises, there was one.
I'd
I'd ring in if there was two
Also,
noises.
if we know Bambi's making the noise, why do I have to close my eyes?
Because you're trying to picture what he'd be doing.
Well, I can just do that, but anyway.
No, it's
Guff of the
more.
week.
It's more fun. You were just playing Guff of the Week, weren't
Guff
you?
of the Week I was,
I'm
yeah.
going to bought that game. That was rubbish.
You would have bought. You're
You would
gonna.
have bought that game,
You
it's
would've-
rubbish.
I said we're aborting that game.
I'd have bought that game, it's rubbish.
I would have bought that game. I would have bought Guff of the Week. Like
Go for the week.
Guff of the Week.
Right,
Guff of the week.
so it's about 5-2, so we can say our goodbyes, wrap up the show, and then we'll play a song of the week.
Yeah. Have we got anything to plug?
No.
No. Because we've not got guests, have we?
No, and also, we just don't do much these days, do we?
Well, I'm going to make a pancake on Sunday.
I'm going to plug, I don't know. Yeah. Do you know what I'll plug?
What?
The guy with that van. Move
Yes.
it. Move your van.
Yeah.
I'm going to plug a show.
Oh, yeah?
By a friend of mine. They did a podcast. His name is Barry Dodds, and his co-partner, I can't remember his actual name that he goes on, but this is awful, his stage name was Ray Peacock.
Oh.
Okay, so say that quickly, and what does it say? Ray Peacock. Awful name. But, yeah, that's a terrible stage name. But they've got a podcast called The Parapod, and it's all about paranormal, and it's about debunking it, and and stuff. So one of the guys, Barry,
I like a bit paranormal.
loves it, believes it, and the other guy dismisses it. But they've made a movie. They kind of got funding and got a movie going, and it's going to be on. And I'm desperately trying to fill the time whilst I look for it. But it's going to be on at the Arc. Have a look at the Arc website. It's called the Parapod Movie. It's on in May, I think, the 6th. And it's definitely worth going to see because very funny.
I like stuff like that. It's about paranormal as well.
So yeah, it's about they're going to go and they go to this kind of haunted place, and it's all about one of them being scared, one of them
being skeptic and stuff.
Being skeptic. And
No,
it's really
sounds good
funny.
to me, yeah.
I'll get a link.
There.
I'll get a link and I'll put it on.
I'll go there. Right, are you calling this show Shy Bairns Getting Out But Pissing Pants? Or every single lamppost possible?
Shy Burns, I think.
Yep,
Shy
just
Burns.
like- there you
So that's
Shy Burns getting out, but pissing pants.
No, pissy pants, sorry, pissing I added.
Pissy
Sorry.
pants. Shy Burns getting out.
I quite like pissing though.
so that's Shy Burns
getting out,
getting out, but pissy pants.
Rude title.
So we're going to have a song of the week because we do everything of the week. And do you want to tell us? Do you want to tell us what it is? Just before we do that, I want to check what's on the other channel.
If you've ever had to get out of your car.
Advert.
Sometimes I have had to get in my
But
car.
pissy pants. So this is a song I found called Coincidence.
Yeah.
I think it's by
Handsome Dancers.
Handsome Dancers. It's a bit naff, but it's a bit funny as well.
All right, that's good. So let's sing the week.
We're gonna say our byes.
We're going to say our byes. Bye, 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 bye,
Bye everyone.
Tune in
Stay
next-
daft
Yeah,
inside.
we might talk piss next week.
We'll talk about our poo stories.